of going along with that, white glove delivery.
Yeah.
You know, there's some. Well, actually, you know what? I feel like there's more auction houses that don't understand white delivery, or maybe they don't fully know how it works.
Yeah.
Is that something that you guys offer?
Yeah. So white glove is it's more of a concierge service. You know, white glove. They bring it into the house. They can even set it up if they want to.
Really?
That type of service provider. So it's kind of designed for, like, you know, antiques, collectibles, high value stuff that you don't want to have on a semi truck on a pallet that can get damaged, or something you don't want to try to box yourself because it's too intricate, too valuable, too irreplaceable. You put it in a box, and if it gets damaged, it's the only one in the world, or that type of thing. And so we're using it quite a bit at our facility. Even if it's like something that will fit in multiple boxes, we're like, man, if we're gonna have to put all the stuff they ordered in 3 different boxes, and the labor to pack it all, you know, and to ship it all in 3 different boxes, it's going to cost the buyer, you know, a couple $100. You know, white glove will cost a couple $100, and we don't have to pack it. And we're making $30 for doing nothing. We have a $30 markup on our white glove at our facility. And so all of a sudden we're making $30 doing nothing, and we just take a picture of the item, the picture of the items, it through Shipping Saint, and it automatically sends it out there, automatically gets booked, the driver comes to pick it up. The only downside of that is it does take up to 1 to 2 weeks for pickup and 1 to 2 weeks for delivery. So it's not as quick as you know, UPS for e-commerce, that type of thing. But the good thing is these are antiques and collectibles. They get hand delivered. And just because I love stories, I'm going to tell you another story about that.
Yeah.
We had an auction house up in Montana, and they had the original Wells Fargo model, you know, the Stagecoach.
Wow.
With the horses and all that, the original model, in a glass case. You know, how do you wrap all the, you know, I'm talking about intricate. I'm talking about it really looks like, you know, dirt and you know, you know, the brush and everything else. You know, how do you wrap that to keep it from jarring and breaking loose? I have no idea. So anyway, so he's like, man, this is going to take me forever. Paul, what he says, man, that's white glove it. And so he white gloved it. And so it's kind of funny. The driver, you know, called Shipping Saint, and they asked, hey, you know, I'm coming by there. I could pick this up. It doesn't look very big. Do you mind if it just rides in the front seat of our car, you know, of my truck? I'm like, that's perfect. So we don't care. We just want to get there safe. And so he sent me a picture. The driver was kind of joking around. He sent me a picture of it later on, and he had it buckled in. Took the picture of it, sent it to us. So here it was like, I think it was like $11,000 or $12,000 it got sold for.
Yeah.
And it went down to Texas. So it went from Montana down to Texas. And the buyer had to pay like maybe $380 to have it delivered.
Yeah.
But you know, no packing was involved. The guy handed it right to him, and so it's just a good experience for everyone. The buyer was happy, the auctioneer was happy, everyone was happy, and it got there safe. It's just a good service for those high valuable antique things, hard to pack, that type of thing, one of a kind type of service.